Now being 6:02, we can call the capital budget meeting to order. And two things on the agenda tonight is the replacement ambulance and the AEDs through the Board of Health. So, Patrick, you want to take over? Or?
Yeah, Jim, do you want to start off?
I'll do a couple quick comments. All I have to say is basically you have two requests pending before you, about 20,000 for some defibrillators that Melissa brought to my attention, and 450,000 for the new ambulance. We moved this up just because of the delay in vehicles. When we ordered the fire trucks, they went from like 12 months to a minimum of 15 months, and we ordered them less than a month after we met with the dealer. So we wanted to move this up 5-6 months early just to try to get ahead of it, because we expect it to take some time. So the money's just going to go from ambulance reserve into the ambulance. Jody will probably have a PO and have Tim encumber it or something. So just moving things up a little bit quicker. Foxborough got in a situation where they had to buy a used ambulance, right, Tim?
Yes.
That's correct. They had 2 accidents and they were stuck without.
So Pat, did I miss anything?
No, I think it's spot on. Just with all the lead times, we're looking to just trying to get ahead of this, knowing that the request is coming. This is on the capital, long-range capital plan as it is. Chief, anything you want to add for Melissa?
No, I think you highlighted it well, and when I get my turn up, I'll get into more detail.
Same.
That's it, Ed.
Okay.
You want to jump into
Yeah.
Melissa?
Right
and
into the
Tim?
ambulance. Right into the ambulance, I guess. So, Tim, you up?
Sure. So thank you for having me. So we are looking at replacing as you know, we come before the capital budget on 3-year cycles. We were scheduled to come up in August. We have had problems getting some of our stuff that we have been ordering because of the delays. Not only delays, but increases in pricing have been dramatic. In some cases, 10-15%. So on different items. So this ambulance was going to be asked for in August anyways for the fall. Working with Jim and administration, we were able to move it up to ask it for it now. It's a replacement of the 2015 Horton ambulance. It currently has 75,000 miles on it. We've done $18,000 in repairs on it over the life of it. Both ambulances bring in about $600,000 to $700,000 a year in revenue through our transports. And we're hoping that, we can get this ordered. They told us it'd be about a year lead time, up to a year lead time. They're still having I checked with them this morning. They're still having a hard time even getting the chassis. So there are still delays out there. They're still getting hit with price increases on not only the ambulance, but on, we have a 12-lead defibrillator incorporated into this, as well as a Lucas device, which the Lucas device is a CPR machine that we use, unfortunately, quite frequently. So, and it does better compressions and it frees up a man or person to do CPR when that need arises. So with that, I can answer any questions that you may have.
So Tim, what is going to happen with the older ambulance? We trading that in, and are we getting anything for it, or?
So the last one we made into a squad and we kept it here. I'll defer to Jim on that one. I don't have any need for it at this time. I don't know what Jim's intention is, if we're going to go to auction or if we're going to trade.
My guess is that we'll probably send it out to auction. We've been getting way better prices and trade-in values. I believe Tim has the 450 covers the whole cost of the vehicle. And like, I'll give you an example. I think on that 85 truck, they're going to give us 3,000 for it or something, Tim? Was it that the 85 fire truck? They offered us 3.
Oh, yes.
And it's just, it'll bring more to a collector if we sell it through that website we've been using the last couple of years.
Okay. So what happens to that money? Does that just come off the top of the?
That's basically our capital budget rainy day fund. If something hits the fan, And for some reason, one way or another, there's about 44 or 54,000, so somewhere around 50,000 in that account. It hasn't really been used. It can be used if we need it as another funding source in the future.
Great, thank you. Any other questions? No. So the longer treks to the hospital, putting a real burden on the hospital still?
Yes, they are. That they are definitely adding up the mileage on them. We currently have 3 ambulances. One is a spare. We run the 2 newest ones we run, and then we cycle them down as such. So the oldest one becomes the spare, and then the 2 newest ones are in the running. So, but yes, we are adding substantial mileages on. Many of our trips are actually going into the city now, as well as Brockton and Needham.
Well,
that-
I think
that
we're
will not
ready
be-
to file- oh, excuse me.
That
sorry.
won't be changing anytime soon.
No, they just are looking to get the demo permit for the hospital, so we'll see what happens. I know there seems to be a roadblock or another obstacle every time they try to do something,
Right.
so,
Yeah, that's what I hear.
okay, any other questions?
Just on the price, is that the 450, is that estimated? You mentioned that you've seen a lot of price increases. Is
Right,
that something
so-
you can lock in?
Nope, so we can't lock in until we actually place the order, and we
Yeah.
won't be able to do that until after town meeting.
Right.
So I do have a little bit of a latitude in here for potential increases so that we don't go over. I actually asked that question again this morning. They're confident if we can get this through town meeting in the next 2 months that we'll still be okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, do we want to vote on that now, or will we just wait till after, and vote them both together?
Your choice.
Your
Probably,
call.
probably
Maybe
vote them
we'll-
both together.
Yeah, let's vote them both together. So it's the total bottom line of the 2 of them together. And that way, when we make the recommendation for the finance committee, it's just one solid recommendation.
Okay, if there are no other questions on the ambulance, and Melissa, would you like to go talk about the AEDs, please?
Sure, of course. So Melissa Ranieri, Health Director for the town. Thank you for having me tonight. I'm here tonight to request funding to support the purchase of 9 new AEDs for town. As you know, we never had a public health nurse. We started with the VNA contract. We hired a public health nurse in the summer of 2019, Trish Fisher. At the time, she wanted to make it a project to go around, see where AEDs were, see where we were lacking to make sure we were in compliance. Then all of a sudden the pandemic hit. So now we're kind of back to the beginning, reevaluating. We are able to reach out to the other departments, do site visits, see where we currently have AEDs, which you'll see in the chart in the application, and see where there's additional need for AEDs. So I did work closely with Walpole Fire Department. I work with Lieutenant Emsweiler. He was able to help me. He reached out to a few of the contractors that they have purchased AEDs in the past. We looked through Boundtree, Cardiac Science, and Stryker. Stryker was the lowest price. They did provide us a bid that will actually go into effect from earliest February, but the price will stand until the end of this year. Again, it's to purchase 9 AEDs and then also 8 wall units, and then 1 special heat sensitive wall unit, which would go for the 1A field. So it's able to withstand the winter weathers and not break or anything like that.
Would that one stay up there at the athletic fields year round, or just during the season that the field is being used? Would we take
So
that in?
it can hold year round. So there's one up there right now, but we would look to have an additional one. And that's the reason for that specific box that it's held in. It's heat temperature. So it can stay in the hot heat and it can stay in the cold weather as well.
Great, thank you.
And then just to add on it, so this is something that we would hold under the health department, and our public health nurse would be the one going around to each of the AEDs. She would have a system down to actually maintain them on a regular basis, switch out batteries as needed, pads as needed. So then that way it would be up to code.
And where are the 9 deployed right now?
The 9 that we're looking to purchase.
Yes, where would they go?
So there's the chart in the application. So we would have 1 additional one in town hall. There's only 1 in town hall now. We would have 2 in the library. There's 0 in the library right now. We would have 1 in the water treatment plant on Washington Street. There's none there now. DPW, we would be requesting 2 additional AEDs. There's 1 in place now, but we'd want 1 for each of the buildings. The COA is currently covered. The recreation department is currently covered. Route 1A Fields, like I mentioned, has 1. We were requesting 1 additional. And then the old police station, which is used now for clinics, as well as the CERT, which is the community emergency response team, also utilizes that building. There's 0 there. So we'd be looking to have 2, 1 on each of the floors that is actively used. So 9 in total.
Okay, thanks.
No problem.
Melissa, excuse me.
No, go ahead.
Melissa, what is the longevity of these, or is it strictly depending on the batteries?
So what it is, these ones that we're looking to purchase, they do have a 8-year warranty on them, and the batteries last for 4 years each. So that's what we were given in the contract.
Thank you.
So in 4 years, would we have to purchase replacement batteries?
So that would be something we would incorporate in our budget, and that's something that we would maintain, correct?
Okay. Great. Any other questions?
How long of a lead time? Is it something that,
So it is about 24 to 26 weeks. So I did let him know that we wouldn't be able to even entertain the idea of purchase until it went to town meeting. And he did let me know that even though the quote says effective for 90 days, that the prices actually won't change until the end of the year.
That's good news.
Yes. Very unusual.
Yeah. I mean, material for everything has just gone out of sight. I mean, it's crazy. I'm glad I'm not out there estimating full time myself. I don't know how anybody's making any money, so. But anyways, if there's no further questions, I think we can pick up a vote. Make a motion.
Yes, and just real quick, so this is Article 4. This is the in-year budget adjustments. The total bottom line for this is $470. The funding source for this is the ambulance account.
Patrick, would you be able to put that up there so we could see it, or no?
Yeah, I have it right in front of me. Actually, Aoife, if you're listening, if you don't mind allowing me to share my screen. Oh, here we go. I think I got it right here. Don't mind my background, everybody. There we go. Can everybody see that?
Yeah. So while Patrick pulls this up, it's kind of a funky thing we're doing it in. That's why I put it under Article 4. That was really the only article I could fit it under without having to put an extra capital budget article on there. So Jody's comfortable with it. It's just a little different than what we usually do, but I think everybody will understand it's pretty important stuff that's being requested.
Okay, so this is in with other subjects on the article, or?
It's called the in-year budget adjustment. So basically what's going to happen is this 450 and this 20,000. In the way the motion is worded, the 450 goes to the fire expense lines. 20,000 will go to the Board of Health expense lines. And both Melissa and the chief will do a purchase order just to encumber them.
Okay. That sounds good. So we'll probably vote on each one of these individually and then take a total vote for our share of Article 4.
Yeah, that works. That'll cover me just in case I do have any budgets that kind of are shortfall. At least you guys have your votes separate from these ones. If I have any other, but like if Tim runs out of overtime or he's running low, I'll also probably put that in there somehow, wherever I get it from.
Okay. So I'll make a motion for the replacement ambulance for the sum of $450,000 from the ambulance fund.
Second.
Any further discussion? All
Yeah,
in
Ed, I
favor?
hate to do this to you too. We got to do one of those roll call votes.
Yeah, I remember that much, so. Josette,
Yes.
thank you. Cheryl,
yes,
Justin, I didn't see Justin up there, right?
I don't think Justin's on, right?
Okay, Scott,
Yes,
thank you. Leah,
yes,
thank you. Noreen,
Yes,
thank you, and I am a yes also. So that'll be 601. Actually, no, 600, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's right. Okay.
And I'll do a motion for the portable AEDs for $20,000 out of the ambulance fund.
Seconded.
Okay.
So that's Scott and Cheryl, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all those in favor, roll call. Gisette,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Justin, not here. Scott,
Yes.
Leah,
Yes.
Noreen,
Yes,
and I am also a yes. So that would also be 600. So I will take a vote on the total Article 4 from capital budget for, that was $470,000.
Can you just specify favorable action on that, Ed?
Yeah,
Sure.
as I was just gonna say, favorable action, $470,000. Why don't we go the other way this time? Noreen,
yes,
all in favor? Leah,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Josette,
Yes.
and I am also a yes. So that would also be 600. So, everybody ready for summer?
Yes.
Bring it on, Ed.
Can't wait. Okay, so is that it?
Yep.
All right.
Make a
so
motion to adjourn.
Okay, yeah.
Second.
A second to Josette. All in favor? Do we have
Yes.
to roll call this also?
All right.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, yeah, why not? We're on a roll now, right? Okay, Noreen,
yes.
Leah,
Yes.
Scott,
Yes.
Cheryl,
Yes.
Josette,
Yes.
and I'm a definite, so, okay.
All right,
All right.
thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
all.
you.
Bye.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.
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 Thank you.